What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and oh my goodness, Fallout 76 officially announced and shown off at E3 last night in the Bethesda conference, and it is looking phenomenal. We're going to West Virginia, and I am really excited about this. But my excitement is tempered because this is a very experimental take on Fallout. It is online only, and there is no actual single player. You can play solo, which means you can go in and play by yourself, but there is no offline single player mode. So essentially, you are in a world with lots of people, and people like this will be actual people. Allegedly, there are no NPCs, from what I've heard. And you'll run into robots and stuff like that, but the actual people that you run into in the world are going to be real people. And I just have to say, I don't like that. I like the fact that we are going to be able to play with friends and co-op and stuff, but I don't know how I feel about a shared world for everybody. Jeff Keighley is doing the YouTube E3 live stream, and he just had Todd Howard from Bethesda on, and I clipped this little spot where he talks about how the game will work, what they know and what they don't know. So let's actually watch it.
Always PvP, like you can never...
Well, first of all, I'd say we're still dialing that.
Okay.
We don't want it to be griefy, but we want to have some drama there.
Okay.
So there is a way that you can decide to do PvP, and we are currently balancing kind of the incentives for someone who wants to be very aggressive to people and those who want to ignore it.
Yeah.
And that really comes down to the in-game incentives and then also the social incentives. But I would say we don't want it to be griefy in any way.
Okay.
And we'll dial it in so people can say, look, I don't want to deal with that.
So you can pick. It's like I don't want PvP.
Well,
you want a little bit of a little fear, I guess.
We want a little bit of drama there without them ruining your game.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. A lot of people are wondering,
So I mean, there you see, they're a little he's a little wishy-washy on it, and it looks like everything hasn't quite been decided yet. I think the biggest thing that we need to do is we need to actually put the pressure on Bethesda and let them know, hey, look, we don't necessarily want all of this. My big issue is I don't mind actually running into people and seeing people and stuff like that. I just don't want griefing. I want PvE. As long as it's PvE and not 100% PvP, I would be completely fine with everything else. I look at Destiny as an example, and I'm fine with Destiny, but even in Destiny, there are, places where there are NPCs that you run into and talk to, and in a lot of ways, I feel like the charm of a game like Fallout is the people you meet along the way. It's very immersive. Yes, Hancock is a follower right here, but, before Hancock becomes a follower, you go and you talk to him, and you experience his story, and I think that's one of the great things about Fallout is kind of sharing that experience with characters that are in the game. Now, I don't know if the, no NPC thing is 100% accurate. I mean, it feels like it is. I feel like that's what they're really doing, but let's just talk about, like, West Virginia, though, man. I think it's a pretty interesting setting. I had thought and heard that they might be going to somewhere like Austin, Texas, or even New Orleans, Louisiana, but we're going back into the capital area, and we're a little bit north of Washington, D.C. It's interesting. It's the famous Vault 76, and basically, it's time to come out of the vault, and I think the time period on this is before something like this, Fallout 4, and, I'm pretty hyped about it. Fallout 4 is very special to me, and I'm at Fenway Park right now for a reason, because, I'm from Boston, man. Like, I've been to Fenway Park so many times. I mean, some of my favorite experiences have been going to Red Sox games. I mean, I've stood right here, literally on the field, and watched batting practice for the Red Sox. You know, and watched batting practice. They were playing the White Sox that day. I mean, I've had seats basically, you know, right here where I got to sit and watch this whole game. And now seeing it reimagined this way is very special to me. And I know I've already heard from some followers that are from West Virginia, and they're excited about that. And I think that's really cool. I don't know, man. Like, I want to be hyped about this. There is a power armor version of the game, and I've already pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it from Best Buy because I still have Gamer Unlocked, and that's going to be going away soon. And it is $40 off if you have Gamer Unlocked. So for $160, you get the Gamer Unlocked version. It comes with, or you get the you know, the power armor version. So, you know, here are some of the things. There's also a Tricentennial edition commemorating the opening of Vault 76. There's the Tricentennial power armor customization for the T51, T45, T60, and XO1 power armors. Tricentennial weapon customization. Spectacularly handsome Vault Boy mascot head. Patriotic Uncle Sam outfit. Celebratory Vault Boy saluting emote. So there's going to be emotes. First class Tricentennial Workshop poster, which glows in the dark. They showed that last night. Tricentennial commemorative photo frame and access to the beta. Break it early test application. So it's coming out November 14th. So that's going to be fast approaching. PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Look, I know that there are a lot of people that are really angry about this. There's a lot that I hope that they can change. Again, I really just don't want to be forced into online mode. You know, I would prefer to, you know, be able to, you know, experience the game in the in more of a single player feel, but let people drop in and play with me. I think that's the part that I'm most excited about, is being able to play the game with my friends and experience it that way. But it really does feel like it's going to be more of a, you know, ESO game, you know, like. But if it's ESO, it's great, because I think there's PvE, you know, in ESO. So I just don't want to be forced into PvP. They've got this big nuke thing where if you get enough nuclear launch codes, you can basically just drop a nuke on a random location, and basically everybody there is going to die. I mean, or have consequences. So the griefing and everything, I understand risk reward, but there also has to be choice. And this is going to be a fatal flaw in the game if they don't address it. So I'd love to see that. So my purpose in making the video, look, I know there's going to be a lot of analysis videos, and mine's probably not the best analysis video, but I really just want to make my voice heard that I don't want a pure PvP, you know, open world game, personally, for Fallout. I think a lot of people are going to share my sentiment. I think there's also a lot of people that are really, really excited about the opportunity to play with people. And I think that's a beautiful thing, and I applaud them for going that route. It's just how are they going to balance it, you know? Yeah. And I think they're probably going to be a little surprised at the reaction so far, because I feel like, at least within my circle, most of the people that I'm hearing from are not happy with the way that they're doing it, you know, with the online only, with, you know, no true single player. Yes, you can play solo. Yes, you can play it by yourself, but, you know, you're going to run the risk of running into people, and, you know, if they're feeling especially jerkish that day, you know, it could ruin your gameplay experience. And that is what I don't want. That's the reason why in DC Universe Online, I started with my buddy Mike, and he started it in a PvP server, and I didn't play for a while, and I came back to it, and suddenly I got stuck. I couldn't even get out of the building, you know, that you spawn from, and from there on I could never play the game again, because, like, literally the second you walked out, you were getting griefed. There were people just sitting there camping, and that was what they did for fun. And That's going to happen in this. There's going to be people that are going to log on every day, and their sole intent is going to be getting those nuclear launch codes and just dropping nukes. And that's fine. I mean, those people should have... I mean, there should be an option like that if those people want to play that way. But, you know, it can't be that hard to have an on-off, you know? Like, it can't be that hard. You know, you're in one world with people that you can't hurt. And then there's an option to turn that on and off, and your character switches over into a world where you can shoot someone in the head the second you walk up to them, and you got to face that risk reward. I don't like griefing. I really think it's the worst thing in gaming, unless you're like a willing participant. And I know some people that are just not going to buy this game if there is any possibility of griefing, you know? Like, I just want to play a game like Fallout and have fun, enjoy my world, enjoy everything that I'm doing, and not necessarily worry about, you know, some random person ruining my game. So that's how I feel about it. I'm already all in, though, on the, you know, Vault Armor version of the game, and I'm pretty excited for that. And I would love to know what you guys think. Fallout 76, November 14th, 2018. And I've cycled some screenshots in here throughout the video. So I hope everybody enjoyed, and we'll see you.